Hi, it's Edward, back with another video. Please take a moment to click the thumbs up button below and consider subscribing to the channel. Please also share this video with your friends. Thank you for your support. Today, I read several financial news articles. I've included links to the articles in the description below. I encourage you to read the articles to support the authors and news sources. As a private American citizen, I'd like to report and share my transformative thoughts through commentary regarding small sections of these articles that are of public interest. Today, I read an article on Yahoo Finance put out by Fox Business and written by Kristen Altus titled, "Baby Boomers Are Becoming Wealthier While Younger Generations Lag Behind, Fed Report Finds." The author of this article references Federal Reserve data from Q3 2023 that revealed Americans over the age of 55 now own 72% of the nation's wealth, with those above 70 holding 30% of all wealth, while seeing the biggest gain over the past year at $3.57 trillion. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this makes perfect sense. Many people who are 55 plus were able to buy a home decades ago and have seen their investment increase astronomically along with inflation. Many were also able to dollar cost average into stock investments decades ago, and those investments have also skyrocketed in value. While some people were born at the right time and benefited from investments like I have described, younger generations aren't faring as well so far. The author of this article went on to say, Generation X, the millennial generation, and Generation Z, all under the age of 55, have faced stagnant growth according to Fed data. The 25% of American households aged 40 to 54 own just 20% of the nation's wealth, while folks under 40 get under 7%. Together, these two groups are 53.3% of all households, but just 27% of the wealth. Here are my thoughts. Who knows what the future might hold for these younger generations? Some may be able to make some savvy investments now and be in a better financial position than their parents in the future. Some may inherit all of the wealth that their parents have. I personally know of several people who are set to inherit millions of dollars and a variety of real estate assets from their parents. Some people in these younger generations will be just fine. On the flip side of the coin, there are others who are struggling just to survive right now and may have a difficult time ever purchasing a home or contributing to a retirement plan offered by an employer. Some of these people may have parents who are practically destitute right now and they won't inherit a dime. Some may even have to figure out how to foot the bill for their parents' funerals down the road. There are the haves and the have-nots in America, but it's been this way for the past 247 years in this country. And it hasn't been much different throughout history in other countries. I'm sorry to paint such a sad picture, but that is history. Research it on your own and you will find it to be true. Life isn't always like the ending of a Disney movie. Not everyone gets to marry a prince and live in a castle. In most kingdoms, there is only one prince and one castle. Many of those living outside of the castle walls lived in small homes with dirt floors and no heat other than a fireplace. In modern times, people live in overpriced apartments with luxury vinyl plank flooring and struggle each month to afford rent. This doesn't mean that you can't overcome great odds to own assets and become financially secure like older generations. This is America, the land of opportunity. It can be done. A friend of mine came to this country barely speaking English and worked as a dishwasher, and now he owns a successful business. What do you think about all of the data that I shared with you today? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Not only are some generations struggling to acquire assets, many are struggling just to pay their student loans back. I read an article today on foxbusiness.com written by Megan Henney titled, "Millions of Student Loan Borrowers Still Aren't Paying Their Bills." The author references a new report published by the Department of Education that revealed 40% of 22 million borrowers failed to make a payment as of mid-November. This equates to 9 million Americans who have payments due that are not making them. The author goes on to say, the figure does not include borrowers who are still in school or who recently left and do not yet owe payments, or whose payment deadlines were extended due to loan servicing errors. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is not the first article that I have read about this. My heart goes out to these student loan borrowers who may be struggling to pay back their debt. Some of these people may have to postpone milestones in life because they are struggling with their personal finances right now. I really hate to see this happen to people in our society. While some people earn a college education in an in-demand field and find great jobs that pay enough money to pay back these student loans, there are others who never graduated from college, but they still have student loan debt. There are some people who did graduate, but they earned a degree that is not in a field that pays well. There are plenty of college-educated people here in America who are underemployed. Fortunately, Biden's SAVE plan can help reduce monthly student loan payments based on family size and income level. In some cases, people may not owe a student loan payment at all. The debt doesn't go away. They simply don't owe a payment because of their income level and family size right now. If those factors change in the future, they may owe a payment. I'm going to read you an interesting quote from this article. The resumption of student loan payments comes as consumers continue to face sky-high interest rates and chronic inflation, which has rapidly eroded their purchasing power. Experts say the addition of student loan payments could deliver a financial shock to millions of Americans and hinder their ability to shop at big-name stores like Target, Nike, Under Armour, and Gap. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, here are my thoughts. I have nothing against any of these companies. I am sure they all have some quality products. I just did not like how the author said, hinder their ability to shop at big-name stores. It almost seemed like it was their right to shop at these big-name stores. In my opinion, no one needs to shop at Target, Nike, Under Armour, or Gap. Some of the products from these companies are expensive. I have the money to go out and purchase Nike shoes or Under Armour or Gap apparel, but guess what? I don't own anything from those brands. I don't feel the need to purchase name brand items, even though I can afford it. I'm very frugal, and I prefer to shop at discount stores, Goodwill, or garage sales. If I had student loan debt, I would try to make do with what I already own, and I would be trying to make as many additional payments toward my student loan debt as possible so that I could get it paid off. I would not want to give away any more money in interest than I absolutely had to. That's just me, and I am certainly not very mainstream in my thinking. What do you think? Share your thoughts in the comment section below. I read another interesting article today on Yahoo Finance put out by Bloomberg and written by Monica Raymond, titled, "No One Wants Used EVs, Making New Ones a Tougher Sell Too." According to the author, in the $1.2 trillion secondhand market, prices for battery-powered cars are falling faster than for their combustion engine cousins. Buyers are shunning them due to a lack of subsidies, a desire to wait for better technology, and continued shortfalls in charging infrastructures. Well, ladies and gentlemen, when I first read this story, the first thing that came to mind was the value of used electronic devices. I immediately started to wonder if electric vehicles are going to eventually become similar to used smartphones. If any of you spent over $1,000 on a new smartphone a few years ago and you want to trade it in on a new model today, you usually aren't given much for your trade-in. Walk down the aisles of Goodwill and look at how many cheap old electronics are being sold. My point is, a used electric vehicle in the future may suffer a similar fate to a lot of other electronic devices. To my point, I read an interesting comment beneath this article. This commenter said, the speed that battery technology is changing would make today's EVs obsolete in 4 to 5 years on the used car market. Who would want today's EV when solid state has already been announced to roll out in 3 to 4 years with 10-minute charging time and twice today's capacity? Used, okay. Archaic, no. Another commenter named William wrote something that aligns almost directly with my thinking. He said, the equivalent of buying a 5-year-old smartphone. Makes no sense to buy an outdated throwaway product near the end of its lifespan. The last comment that I'll share with you came from someone who said, I wouldn't buy a used EV either. Replacing the batteries will cost more than 30% of the value. Good luck. And more price drops are incoming and will make this market worse. What do you think about the used electric vehicle market? Share your thoughts in the comment section below. Please keep in mind that everything in this video is for entertainment purposes only, and nothing in this video is financial advice or advice of any kind. If you need advice, seek advice from a qualified professional in good standing who puts your interests first and foremost. If you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing to the channel. Please also consider sharing this video with your friends. I want to extend a special thanks to everyone who has subscribed to this channel. I want to also thank all of my channel members. Check out some of the great books that I suggest you consider reading in the description below. I've included Amazon affiliate links to these books. As an Amazon associate, I earn from qualifying purchases. Stay healthy and wealthy. I'll see everyone in the next video.